There's a very high chance the Fed cuts rates in June, and when that happens, millions of investors are going to do the same thing. Move out of bonds and rotate their portfolios. Now, this move that everyone makes when rates drop isn't wrong. It's just not the move that actually matters, not right now. Because there's a 200-year-old mechanism that most people have never heard of that draws a very hard line between who builds wealth when rates drop and who falls further behind. Now, once you see this line, the conventional advice doesn't just look wrong, it looks like a trap. So in this video, I'm going to expose exactly what the mechanism is, why it matters right now, and how you can benefit from it. You ready? Let's go. All right, so we're gonna jump right in. We're gonna talk about the potential for rates to come down. Now, at this point, it's sort of like a foregone conclusion. Most of the people are already on that side of the trade, but what I'm gonna tell you today is that I think most of those people are misunderstanding what's going on and are taking the wrong move. But don't worry, we'll tell you what that right move is. Okay, but let's just take a look at this real quickly. So, of course, President Trump has been very outspoken. He wants rates down. He wants rates down really bad. He's been fighting against the Fed. He's been calling Jerome Powell all kinds of names from his first term, his second term, calling him things like too late. He wants rates down. Of course, Jerome Powell's on his way out. I'm catching you up. Of course, you already know this. We have a new Fed nominee, Kevin Warsh, and he is going to take over the Fed, and he is maybe going to do Trump's bidding. We're going to take a look at that. So what we can see here is that Kevin Warsh is nominated to come over and take over from Jerome Powell. Now, he's previously made statements aligning with Trump on interest rates, criticizing the Fed's hesitancy to cut rates. So he's already been critical of the Fed because they haven't cut rates as well. So we can see that he said their hesitancy to cut rates, I think, is actually quite a mark against them. So again, he thinks they should have cut rates. He's been critical like Trump has. Trump wants them cut down. And so, of course, Warsh is probably going to have to comply with that. We can see here it says that Trump has repeatedly said he wants the next Fed chair, Warsh, to deliver lower rates, and on January 30th, 2 days after his policy meeting, he announced he would nominate Warsh, a former Fed governor, to take his place. Trump wants him down. He's nominated Warsh. He nominated Warsh to bring them down. Warsh has been critical of the Fed because they wouldn't bring them down. And so we can see that they're coming down. And we can also see that there's a lot of cover. Now, while CPI is still in the 2.5 range, which is saying, well, that's higher than what the Fed wants, we can look at another measure like trueflation and see that inflation is actually much lower. Tariffs have been deflationary. AI is coming on very quickly. That's deflationary. And the reason why I bring this up is this is all the cover the Fed needs in order to cut rates. And so a lot of people are looking at the wrong metrics and they're being caught off guard. Now, if we look at the data, this is the CME Watch tool, and this shows us that after Warsh is elected, this shows a very high probability, above average chance that rates will be coming down. And that's on the CME Watch tool. We can see the betting